Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to F1 25 Survival Challenge. Yes, today EA have announced, obviously with the start of like Season 4 of F1 World, they're bringing an all new game mode to the game. We're going to see today whether it's worth doing. Now, ultimately, let's just get the elephant out of the room. This has been a controversial decision by EA. Of course, basically to unlock some of the all-new liveries inside the game this season, you need to do this survival challenge mode. Basically earn the XP required, and then you'll get some upgrades there. So if we take a quick look at what the event catalog has got in it, you will see, of course, you've got the Miami GP Antonelli, Kimi, Antonelli helmet. You've got Leclerc's Monza helmet and Hamilton's as well. And then, of course, you can unlock the 2025 Monza Ferrari and then also the Miami Sauber as well. So, I mean, these liveries aren't the best ones. I think more people are going to be interested in the other liveries that are going to come out in December. But basically, yeah, we're going to jump in and see what the all-new game mode is like today. As you can see, of course, there's some ways to unlock some extra perks as well. So, it's... I mean, let's be fair. It's basically the old elimination style mode with only 5 of you rather than like 20 in a lobby. So, we'll wait and see as to how we get on. Of course, if you're new around here and you're not already, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed to the channel. We are mighty close to 150,000 subs at the moment, and maybe if I need more tokens inside this game, I will jump in and obviously do some of these in a live stream as well there, but yeah, I mean, it should have been up for about an hour now, so I'm hoping we're going to be able to get a pretty full lobby to kickstart this. This is why people hate doing online challenges to unlock stuff in F1 25. Nothing ever just works immediately. Are we going to continue to get lobbies full? Joining session? Maybe we're going to be in. We're going to be in one! Yay, look at that, and there's 2 of us. How on earth is this game mode already dead? It's so painful. I mean, this is literally my first impressions. It isn't sponsored by EA or anything like that. I just want to jump in because, of course, I want to try and unlock the liveries that are made available to us inside this game. But, yeah, like I said, a lot of people have already come out kind of slating EA for this. I understand that they want to try and do something different with it. I understand that they want to try and mix things up a bit more, you know, to try and get people to play F1 World. But I've been going on about it since F1 World was a thing. Nobody wants to play F1 World. People want, you know, clean online lobbies, which never happens. They want to be able to do the challenges in their own time, and kind of they're really sticking to this idea, aren't they, REA? But we have got 5 of us in here, so let's see how this goes. Well, ready then. So we need to try and finish this race in 5th or better if I want to unlock anything. You can't do any setup tweaks or anything like that. So I'm just going to make sure that I've got my diff settings where I'm happy with it. Oh, there you go. Apparently we've got auto starts as well then. But can I win my first ever session in this series? Now, collisions are off for the opening lap as far as I believe. So obviously we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive at the start. But I would assume collisions are off because basically, otherwise, people are just going to crash into each other immediately, aren't they? As making our way then down the back straight for the first time. I mean, this is effectively... I mean, you've got 2 minutes before you kind of get the first elimination. I don't know then how long after that it's going to be, obviously before others get eliminated. We're kind of all experiencing this together, as I would assume strict track limits aren't on either, because obviously normally you get a slowdown penalty if that was going to be the case there. But I guess I don't really want to burn too much battery too early, because obviously that might prove very, very useful a bit later on. But yeah, 60 seconds still on the clock. I mean, maybe they should have toned it down to like a minute. There are already 5 of you in this lobby, and especially with the damage being off, you know, it kind of seems a little bit ridiculous that you got to wait 2 minutes before anybody starts getting eliminated. What I do quite like, though, is the fact that DRS is enabled on lap 1. I think that's a rather cool little addition inside the game mode as well. But like I said, it's basically just the elimination style mode slightly tweaked to basically obviously hide the fact that they basically just couldn't get full lobbies together. So most of the elimination style races normally didn't last that long anyway. To the credit though, everybody in this lobby seems to be fairly competitively paced, which is obviously good to see there, as I think the guy in front He's already run out of battery then, so he might be a little bit vulnerable. Of course, try to play the long game here and make sure that obviously I gain out from that. But as long as we finish right towards the front then, we should hopefully get the 10 miles I need in this challenge, as well as it looks like the guy Keko is going to be knocked out first of all then. And then it's another minute before the next person gets eliminated. Oh, I completely forgot damage was on now. Almost just put that guy in the wall. That would have not been good. But yeah, it looks like level 18 and we are going to be the ones battling for the victory there. As rather unsurprisingly, as soon as someone gets eliminated, they're just going to leave the session, aren't they? Whoa. So yeah, that's kind of what you would come to expect as well. But I mean, I guess then 2 minutes plus a minute plus a minute. It's, you know, kind of 5-minute challenges, aren't they? But I guess, of course, depending on how popular they are, it might well be that you're kind of waiting around to get another race going. I think that's going to be the big one, isn't it? And again, why they've made these lobbies so much smaller this time round. Because you basically, you know, you were in a horrible scenario where if you ever wanted to do elimination mode, apart from on release day, nobody else was playing it. So you could wait half an hour just to then get T-boned at turn 1, and then wait another half an hour to do another run. And rather unsurprisingly, people weren't that interested in that. As it looks like then we've had our second elimination is going to be Di Mariam. And now you can see there, luckily we've got a bit of a gap to Angry Blonde Clips just behind. Because, yeah, another minute before they get knocked out. As there we go, new fast lap of the day. I think level 18 now is really trying to save a bit of battery because they are really struggling with it, aren't they? And I've got a full charge right now. So we're looking pretty competitive at this stage, but okay, yeah, so the guy behind I don't think has got much speed. And oh, actually it looks like then, is that less than a minute? That seems to be less than a minute since the last elimination. So how much time have we got? We've only got 30 seconds to try and get to the front of the order then. So level 18 there, just making a little bit of an error. So I don't think, are we going to get out onto the back straight? I'm not sure we will. I might not have timed this very well. We're going to have to really try and see then if we can force an error somewhere. We are not going to get out onto the back straight. So we're going to have to try and go for the move then. Down in towards this section as they've left the door open for me. I'm down the inside. Are we going to win? No, we're not. Oh, bottle job 2-1-2. Oh, we came second in the end. I had to send it down at the hairpin. I thought maybe the clock would run out before they were able to get back past me, but bottle job 2-1-2 living up to my name as always there. And it's all of this kind of thing that people just don't care about in these kind of game modes. I mean, we're going to unlock some podium pass XP as well. So that's all good. But how many tokens did I get for my second place finish then? Let's take a look. So there you go. It goes 2 minutes a minute, 30 seconds then. So that's pretty cool, actually. That obviously it does kind of make things a bit faster paced right towards the very end. But hopefully we're still going to have a lobby all together then. But I just want to see how many tokens I've got. I know you guys will care as well. How many of these do you have to do to unlock the stuff you're actually interested in? Personally, I just want the liveries. I'm not so invested in obviously trying to bag the helmets. So we've got 10 fan points, 60 tire wear data, 400 credits. 36? Are you having a laugh? I got 36 points for that. So you're going to have to try and obviously get the big achievements then. I need 2,400 if I want to try and get that. So yeah, I need some purple sector times as well, I guess. So yeah, this is going to be a way tougher challenge than I ever thought it would be. I'm going to do one more, though, and see if we can win. Right, here we go, then. Race 2 from Kota, then. Looking forward to this one. Again, of course, it's a bit weird, the fact you've got the auto start, so I've just got to be careful that I basically get my brake bias and my diff settings where I want them to. But I'm going to try this one, then, and see if we can take a victory. As immediately that guy in the almost Sauber-themed car there seems to be struggling a little bit, so at least we've kind of got an idea as to what to expect this time round, kind of how much time you've got, everything like that. I was hoping that it was going to be 45 seconds, and that I was going to be able to get a run on the guy in front in that last challenge, but yeah, you've really got to try and push towards the front, haven't you, nice and early on. So, there are no track limits inside this race as well. You can already see that SFT really, yeah, trying to take all kind of liberties with the venue, and, well, who can blame him? So let's try and use a bit of battery then as we make our way out to the back straight. St. Peter already making a bit of a break for it there as the DRS will now be activated. And, well, I mean, look at that. Nothing that he can do there against the rest of us. So I'm going to try and see if we can be in the lead by the end of lap 1. Obviously, we're definitely going to get the 10 miles ticked off that I need to. But, of course, it's about surviving more eliminations and stuff like that. I guess if you win 3 of them, you're going to get, like, all the XP that you possibly need. And, therefore, you're going to be able to sort out everything. So, obviously, if you're decent at the game, you're still going to get this challenge ticked off in, like, 30 minutes. If you're, if you just go in, win 3 races pretty much immediately there. I mean, this guy, they've really figured out the kind of no-track limits. So you can basically try to take liberties with it, which is quite weird to kind of get used to. He got DRS! He was ahead of me because he completely extended the final corner, but he still got the DRS out of it. So I think this one then is probably only going to be 2 laps. Yeah, because the first guy is going to be eliminated after 2 minutes. So yeah, I think we might just stretch on to lap 3, mightn't we, in the end. But yeah, it's not going to take long there, as it's very, very weird to kind of get used to the fact that you've kind of got to cut corners because everybody else is. Otherwise, you're just going to end up on the back foot, aren't you? And as everybody obviously just wants the points, and it's going to be really, really critical here, as I'm going to make sure that I've got the DRS done on this guy, as we've actually got Di Mariam from that first race once again then, so at least we've kind of got one known quantity in this event. But Little Bear 3434 has been eliminated. Is this guy trying to break the toe? Yeah, because obviously ghosting is now... of course I get an illegal overtake. Oh, he's going to run into the back of me. I did try and be a little bit cheeky with that one. Trying to kind of give him the spot and then get back past him again. But it's really, really tricky to kind of work out where exactly you want to be going for moves, as we're definitely going to have to try and do something. So I guess as well then, these races kind of count towards your licensing within the game as well, because I still want to try and get my A license at some point there. There we go. Di Mariam has now been eliminated, but yeah, SFT Singo there. I mean, yeah, I don't really want to do too much track limits, do I? Because I don't want to lose my... I think I'm a C license inside this game as well there, but I need to try and set some purple sectors then to try and see if we can get a run back down in towards turn 1. Yeah, I was there, my friend. Oh, there you go. Bit of contact on the exit of that first corner, as this guy really wants to win, doesn't he? Quite happy there to absolutely try and send me to the shadow round, but we will force our way through. And there we go, into the lead. This is why people hate open lobbies on the F1 games, is apparently he's just going to do that to me as well. And I've got a speed penalty. No, 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 no. Are we going to get away with it? I think we are, just about. So it looks like St. Peter then has been eliminated, but we've still got 1.5 seconds ahead of Singo here. Am I just going to get absolutely obliterated? Yep, there you go. I could kind of tell that one was going to happen. This EA, this is why people don't want to do online challenges inside this game. He's actually going to win out because of that. That right there is just how broken, like, things are in this game. You literally get sent to the Shadow Realm, and the other guy wins out because of it. Yeah, everybody that plays this game knows this was going to happen. It's a really, really stupid choice by EA as well, and I hope he's very happy with himself for claiming that victory. There we go then. P2, forever the runner-up, apparently, would appear inside this game. But, yeah, I wish there was a different way you could unlock all these liveries, whether it's a time trial challenge or something like that. But EA are really going to bang that drum that this is going to be the way you're going to have to do things inside F1 25. I mean, how was that guy not ghosted for kind of taking me out there? So we got a couple of extra XP as well there. Do I dare do one more? I mean, we could get all of them if I just get one more purple sector and finish third or better. I'm going to do one more just for the sake of this video to try and unlock the liveries. So I guess you don't need to win all 3. You can obviously just get like some of the, all the other challenges inside the game. I'm going to do one more. Maybe we can win. It's not that this challenge is addictive. It's just that I don't want to have to jump on this again. Well, here we go then on the pole, ready for the final race of this video. I need to set one purple sector, and I need to try and make sure that I don't finish third or worse. Otherwise, then we should have done enough to try and get all of the XP and all of the rewards that I'm really interested in this game mode. Is am I going to get absolutely shot around into turn 1? I forgot ghosting was off. I could have been way more aggressive. I tried to take things easy through that first corner there, but immediately I'm going to try and get to the front. I think my goal this time round then is basically try and run away up at the front of the order. Now, again, track limits aren't going to be great in this video, but that's kind of, you kind of got to play the game against everybody else. It would be better, I think, if it was on strict track limits. But I understand then that obviously a lot of people that maybe don't sweat the game as much aren't going to want to do these challenges as well. So, like I said, they're kind of damned if they do, damned if they don't. But I'd rather they don't for this challenge, to be completely honest with you guys. Just leave it offline. It works so much better. It means people can do it in their own time and they don't then get more annoyed by the game. And I mean, this, as a game mode as well, could be good fun. They just do need to fix some kind of aspects to it as well there. As, yeah, we've got about a 4/10 gap, though, over P2 right now. So let's see if, obviously, we can just try and extend that towards the end of lap 1. Luckily, your kind of F1 world car performance, I don't believe affects anything, so I don't believe it really does much in this game, to be completely honest with you guys there. But Murky Plur does seem to be able to keep up with us fairly well then, so we'll wait and see what his speed is going to be like later on in this challenge. But like I said, actually, to be fair, everybody in this one seems to be fairly competitively paced, which is pretty good to see, I guess. But at least we kind of know exactly where this challenge is going to be finishing. Well, there we go. I'm going to get dive bombed immediately down at turn 1, but he kept it clean. No, he didn't. He tried to barge me off on the exit. That seems about right. That's what we're trying to give a big old squeeze. No, apparently he's just going to drive into me. Happy to squeeze me, but then doesn't like getting a squeeze back the other way there. As there we go. Sage going to be our first retirement from this attempt. But yeah, I just don't want to get any kind of negative rating for track limits as well in this race there. As, again, we're not quite going to break out the DRS. I think that would be critical if you really want to try and pull away from people in a challenge like this. So I think Murky just kind of using that to his advantage as well. Obviously just able to stick a little bit closer, but Mo then just dropping away from the rest of the pack here as we are just draining battery down this back straight there. I definitely was kind of too cautious with it in the opening couple of attempts I've done here, so do drain your battery, because these races aren't that long, and you're kind of so used to trying to prepare for like a 50% or a 100% league race that you kind of forget just how different this kind of challenge is there. As, again, getting the power down nice and tidy in towards Sector 3. Am I going to be able to break out the DRS? Yes, I am. As Mo there will get eliminated that time round, but we've now got a bit of breathing room up at the front of the order. Again, you can take some liberties with track limits there, but we're going to have about another minute and a quarter to go then, and hopefully we're going to get all the XP I need. As there we go, new fastest lap, purple sectors, everything like that. That was the other one, of course. I needed one more purple sector in this challenge. There is big dive bomb coming in by SC there down at turn 1, but I don't think it's going to amount to anything for him. He's probably going to get eliminated as we make our way through the S's there. So I guess the other question, of course, is am I going to get shadow rammed again by the time we get down at the hairpin? Or is this guy going to try and race a bit cleaner? He's been pretty good for the most part up to this point, and hopefully, well, I'm going to have to keep watching my mirrors, aren't I? Because you never know what someone might try in these kind of challenges. No, he's being sensible. Fair play to him. He's actually going to race me clean there. Out of the final corner, though, on the long run then down the back straight. We've got a 1.5 second buffer. This should be enough to make sure I've got all the liveries I want inside this all-new elimination style game mode. And it is. Wonderful. Even my AI couldn't keep up with our speed. As there we go, P1. That is what I was looking for in this challenge there. Do I think this game mode is better than the old kind of elimination game mode? Maybe slightly. Is it still an absolute disaster because EA have never properly fixed kind of the way open lobbies work and stuff like that? Absolutely. If you want to do some competitive racing on the F1 games, just join a league. Sign up to like WOR or PSGL or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, there we go. Race winner, fastest lap. We didn't get driver of the day though, which is a little bit of a shame. But victorious in just our 3rd ever attempt. Is that going to give me the tokens I need? I think it should do. Hopefully it is. And there we go. We won't have to touch this game again, or at least this mode, until all of the other DLC drop in. I think it's about a month's time. I want to say it's the start of December, if I'm not mistaken as well. So there we go. 3,615 of them. I don't think that's enough, is it? I think I need to do... Oh, it's 2,400, so I guess we'll claim the Ferrari livery, because that's the one I really want. And maybe I'll do some work behind the scenes to try and get the other one at some point down the line. I mean, there are different weekly goals. So if you get 1 point, you get a point or something. If you complete a race, you get 8. If you complete 1 lap, you get 5. So there are a few other bits and pieces, but the only way you're sensibly going to achieve these is by completing the weekly goals. Thank you all so much for watching, though. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon with more F1 content.